Well, good morning. Just got up and got going. Had a nice little lazy-ish morning. Got going about 8:30. Saw one of my hiking friends, Traveler, who I met back at Mount Laguna. Ate dinner with him and a breakfast, I think, once. Anyway, the goal at the moment is to make it to this water tank coming up in about a mile from camp. I didn't have enough water to really make a breakfast this morning, so guess what? Pop-Tarts. Anyway, so there was that, and then once I get there, I'll fill up a few liters of water and check to see how much farther until the next water cache. And I guess that's really what it's all about, hiking in the desert, is water source to water source. Hey, I'll just let you take a look at what I'm seeing from where I'm at now. This is just my view of the morning as I go down the trail. It's still beautiful. Little, not quite the outlook spot to see everything, but it's pretty typical. In the distance over there, I think that might be San Jacinto, which the trail heads towards, and there's an alternate that goes up and over. We'll see. It looks pretty snowy from here. Anyways, we'll get down the trail. I'll get to that water tank. I can't wait. I'm thirsty. Yay, I made it to the water tank. It's evidently a tank uphill, but there's the spigot right here. And you got to be careful. That thing really shoots out of there. But it's just east of where the trail crosses the road. You wouldn't necessarily know it's here. There's some trees, some pine trees that help show where it's at, and I thought I'd take advantage of my gravity situation here and let the water filter itself. Anyways, I'm looking forward to having a nice cool drink, and or two or three, and then getting on my way. Beautiful view from the water tank. Well, I started out somewhere way up there, and it just switched back down. That was the steepest section. It doesn't look like it on the camera, but that was the steepest section that I've had yet. And oh my gosh, my poor knees. I think they are going to deserve a rest as soon as I find a good shady spot. But when I came down, it was kind of confusing. You come down on the road here, and luckily someone had written in here, that was very kind, PCT this way. And they put, if you look over here, X, 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 X. So, got to go the other direction. Not this way, it says right here. Not this way. Okay, man, after all of that work on my knees, and really that was not fair to an old man's knees. Oh, there's some people going up right now. Must have just left. Maybe they're the ones that wrote it. Anyway, glad that's over. I'd take climbing uphill any day, and it looks like that's what I'll be doing, because I can see what looks like a little fragment of the trail over there. Anyway, I'll take a break, and then I'll get back to it. Okay, wish me luck. Wish my knees luck. I finally found one of these in bloom right alongside the trail. Not sure what it is. Some sort of desert plant. It's pretty cool. And oh, there's Mike going down the trail there, and it looks like there's some sort of house up there, but oh my gosh, right over there is coming down that, and it comes down clear down to the bottom, and then right back up this road here into the trail. But holy moly, that was steep. Steepest one yet. My knees are glad that I'm on a relatively flat section here now. But anyway, had to stop and smell the roses, so to speak. So let's get going. Hey, I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see this or not through the camera, but from where I'm at, I can see this whole big valley I just came down. I'm going to try to center it in the screen. Started over there, came down. You can at least I can see some little tiny trails coming zigzagging down. That was really steep. Came down to the bottom, went up and up and up, and then came around the mountain. And then on this one, you can see along, see if I can point to it, right along the edge there. Just went around back into this valley and then came back up to where I'm at right now. And there's more to go. Anyway, kind of a neat spot for me to just see where I've been to, or been from, where I've already gone. Okay, now a different perspective of where we're going. So heading down along there, I can see the trail along the side of that mountain, clear down. I think eventually get down to those flat areas down there. Anyway, it's beautiful just being up here. So quiet and peaceful, other than me talking all the time. Anyway, I better get back on the trail. I've got a ways to go down, but it doesn't look like it's crazy steep this time. Happy trails. Well, it was a long way down. I still going to try to make another 2.5 miles before I make camp. There's some campsites popping up about there. But right at the moment, I'm just getting some water. There was the water spigot thing right there. And you have to filter it. But that's what I'm doing right over here. I found a shady spot, so I thought that would be a good place to take a break and use my use gravity to do the trick for me. So anyway, there we go. Eventually, we're going to get down to that floor of the valley there probably tomorrow. Not sure where or when, but I have a feeling that the rest of my trail family will be catching up to me because they're making much better time down the hill than I am. Anyway, so I'll finish up with my break here and then get on the way and see if I can get to a good campsite tonight. So here's my little campsite for tonight. Oh my gosh, what an effort to get here for me. Anyway, it's a really beautiful spot. You can see the sun up in the background there. There's the tent. I'm cooking dinner right now over on my little stove. I have a feeling that I'm going to be treated to a spectacular sunset, but check out the view from my campsite. Wow, just goes on and on and on. There's where the sun was going to set in a little bit. Right now it's about 6 o'clock, and still got a little bit of, gotta eat dinner and do a little cleanup of the campsite, and then I'll be ready because I know I'm going to sleep well tonight. Okay, I'll make sure I get a picture of the sunset. Let's talk with you. Well, here's that promised sunset. I still haven't finished cleaning up camp, but hey, I did finish dinner. Isn't that nice? What a spot I've got. Holy cow. And there's all of this surrounding hills. Oh, the trails are right. I'm on the trail right as I'm speaking. Anyway, what a day. Oh my gosh. That was a humdinger. Look at that sunset. Oh. Just look right out over these rocks here. There we go. Goodbye, sun. Tomorrow I should be down in the flats near Scissors Crossing. Well, let's do a quick recap of day whatever this is, 10, 11. I've lost track. Anyway, got up this morning. The person that was camping nearby, my neighbor, Chuckles, he got up probably before the sun was actually up. It was light, and he got going. I have a feeling that since the day before he'd done over 20 miles, he probably did over 20 today. He's probably in Julian having a cup of coffee or something. Anyway, so got going eventually, and that was I saw Traveler there. Went along the trail. It was a nice trail, and then found, it was a little bit of a struggle, but I found the water tank so I could fill up, and I got my 3 liters there, and then it started along, and then all of a sudden the trail went downhill, and you know what that's like on my knees, not too fun. Anyway, I made it down eventually. Took a little break at the bottom in the heat. And then right away started climbing really steep for not quite so far. And then the trail was just kind of meandering around. It was beautiful, but there were some sketchy places, and there was a lot. It was generally downhill the whole way. So I basically, except for one little snippet of uphill and a little teeny bit of flat, I went downhill all day. Oh, the sun's still setting. Can't miss that. Anyway, I went downhill all day. Finally, I'm exhausted, and I get to a spot, and I decide, oh, this is a potential campsite. And then I realized it was all surrounded by rocks and in this little ravine, and I just didn't want to have a rock rolling down at my tent in the middle of the night. So I kept going, and I figured, hey, I can make 1.5 miles or 2 miles or whatever it was to here. So here I am at basically mile 71. So 71 miles, that's 11 miles farther than I've ever done in a backpacking trip before. So that's kind of fun, for me anyway. We'll see what tomorrow brings. Oh, by the way, my dinner was a Knorr pasta side, and it was not that good. But I suppose if I spiced it up or something, it could have been okay. Anyway, I think that's about it for tonight. I'm sure there's going to be some spectacular view of the stars. I'm going to leave my vestibule open there. I'll clean it up a little bit, get everything inside, but that will give me a chance to look out and see the stars, and I'll put my laundry away, my pair of socks and such. Anyway, so I guess I better get to it. I'll say goodnight for now, and if something exciting comes up, I'll get the camera out.